I made one little fix to make this car faster. So if you've seen my previous video, the 3 mock frames on the 2-run-1, you'll see that this car lost to both Voltron and Eagle. And this car is a pretty fast car, so I was wondering what was going on with this car, because this car could normally outrun those other 2 cars on certain tracks. So I took a look at the bottom of the car, because the bottom of the car, there was something very noticeable there. And you might say to yourself, oh, with this flapper mechanism here, were you experiencing negative camber? No. But yes, and I'll show you what I mean by that. Take a look at the picture right here. So you'll see the little cap screw jammed itself in front of the plate. So what I did was I took a strip of car catcher material and I fabricated a shield guard. So you can call it underguard or a shield or what have you. But if you take a look at this is the solution. Yeah, so right there. And that'll prevent the cap screw from ever being able to jam itself forward and get caught into the plate. Because once the cap screw is jammed in front of the rear plate, it's very difficult for this car to win. That's just the nature of how this flapper mechanism works. So to prevent that from ever happening, I've got that shield guard underneath, and that prevents the cap screw from forcing its way where it shouldn't be forced. So I was thinking that maybe I can use this same plate here on the bottom side. But then you've got these extended, these little tails right here, You've got these little tails right here that you must deal with. So having them underneath the tail plate here, that's just not going to be good, because I can't put this brake right here. Having a shield guard was the best solution. You want to make sure that when you shape your shield guard, it fits within the parameters of these rollers, right? So you don't want the shield guard to extend beyond the rollers or even get too close to the edge of the rollers. You want to make sure that these still spin freely against your sidewalls on the track, and that the shield guard does not interfere with that roller mechanism. Pretty cool. So yes, this one little add-on enabled this car to totally beat Eagle and Voltron in independent tests. A little bit of a false start with this one, and this was like leading for a tiny bit, but this one overcame it and totally won the race. This one being second, this one being third. So you see how a small minor change on your design can actually affect the outcome of a race very greatly. So before, this car had no chance of beating Eagle or Voltron because of the flawed design on the rear flapper. So here's what was happening. In the beginning, this was a very fast car, and the flapper design was still relatively new, so it didn't move much. But over time, as this was raced again and again and again, the holes where the flapper springs are, they just loosened over time from continuous scraping. So the abrasive nature would just make the holes slightly larger, slightly larger, slightly larger, to the point where you could physically move. If you take a look, you can physically move this flapper back and forth. And by so doing, the cap screw had a better chance of catching on to the rear underguard plate. But now that I have the shield guard underneath the underguard, that prevents the cap screw from ever locking in place and ever slowing the car down. So that's my solution to this issue. So everybody, if you like this video, please slam the like button, subscribe to my channel. You'll see more videos just like this one. Until next time, everybody, see you. Bye.